We are live. What's going on, people? How's it going?
Hello.
Welcome.
Happy Wednesday.
I know.
So happy Monday.
Almost a Monday. Now we just gotta make sure that the YouTubes let us know that we're live. There you go. I think that's the email. What's going on, people? Nice to see ya. Nice to see ya. I finally got the notification.
I ain't got nothing. Oh, that's on
Let's see. Yep.
Instagram.
Ye- See, I'm repeating myself. Smash that like button, people. Smash the like button. Mary, how's it going? Nice seeing everybody. I'm kind of hyped up today. I am hyped up. Must be the coffee that I'm still
that we're
drinking.
drinking at 8 o'clock at night.
So welcome to our channel. You're watching half of the Central Florida family that brings you basically to Disney Universal and breaking down all the news. Miss Sheila, how's it going? I hope everybody's doing wonderful today. Hola, Carol. So hope everybody's doing well today. Today I want to focus mainly in everything obviously that we discussed is how theme parks are looking like for the summer. I kind of have my prediction of what's happening, but I feel, well, I'm going to say, I think this is going to be the slowest summer that we have seen in the last few years.
Might be a great summer for people to come visit.
And I'm basing it off, and I said it a few weeks ago. I think it was last week. I'm sorry, when Disney came out with the whole dining plan and all that. But before that, we've been saying it because of the discounts in the hotels.
Right.
So I have the feeling now Universal may surprise us, but Karen, with the announcement of Minion Land, do you think that's enough for Universal to get busy? You do know that you're not talking to a microphone right now.
Holy moly! Can you guys hear me now? This is why we're drinking coffee 8 o'clock at night.
This is coffee time. Michelle said, I'm doing good. Mary said, I'm liking the Minion Cafe background.
I was all excited. I was like, I'm gonna wear my Minions shirt, and then I go and get my yellow shirt. It's not Minions. Yeah, no. It's not Minions at all. No. It's Jurassic Park.
Right. We don't have nothing.
We don't have anything. I gotta make.
Normally, I put a background or something back there. So, but now that you're on a microphone,
can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they could hear you better now. So
I'm sure my voice was getting to your mic.
The thing is, do you really feel this Minion Land is gonna carry Universal for the entire summer?
I don't know that it'll carry it, but I think there's a lot of hype in Universal, and I think people are gonna come to Universal regardless.
Okay.
And there's really nothing going on for Disney at this time, so I think people are gonna want to travel more to go to Universal.
Yeah, makes sense. Marianne, good evening.
Hello.
We're doing well. Hopefully, you're doing well as well. Thank you for joining us.
See, she can hear me fine.
Hear you fine.
I don't need no mic.
Smash that like button, everybody. Do us that favor. But anyways, there's a bunch of news coming out. So because we got a lot, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna kind of like.
There's a Doberman.
Yeah, the Doberman was missing in the background. Why not, right? So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna share my screen, and we're gonna go little by little. This I was gonna talk about it later, but as you can see, there's a 4-park magic ticket beginning on May 23, and you can purchase the 4 days 4-park magic ticket for $99 per day plus tax. $396 total plus tax. I want to shout out to all ears net. I just put Instagram, and that's the.
And I would have struggled with that name for a little bit. I'd be like, Aller Nest.
So, which includes 1 day of admission to each of the 4 theme park for a total of 4 admissions and on 4 separate days. No theme park reservations are needed. To learn more, visit Disney or just visit us. We are travel agents. We will gladly help you with this. But that's how you know, per se, that things are not looking pretty for Disney. We're going to talk about it later on even more. So also for the summer, beginning on May 16, Florida residents can purchase a Disney
Yes.
Summer Magic ticket, which offers a value and flexibility for their next adventure to Walt Disney World theme park. Choose from 4-day tickets for $58 per day plus tax. That's $229 plus tax, or a 3-day ticket for $70 per day plus tax. Guys, this is the lowest that I have seen it even before pre-pandemic.
This is the time to come, I guess.
Woo! Disney.
But Kara has a point. She said if it wasn't for flight being so high for a family of 4, I would love to take advantage of all the deals. Flights are just, I think that's where I think even that is why maybe theme parks and everything, they're lowering their prices because people are having to pay so much more for flights.
Or can you drive? That
Yeah.
will be the next question. Would you drive? I mean,
But then
I'll be honest with you. For me to drive to Los Angeles, it's kind of, I probably will say no because that's like a 2 or 3 day kind of venture.
and with gas,
I don't know, but maybe you could drive. I don't know. You don't want to scoot over. You're like all over.
I'm
today.
all over. I didn't sleep enough.
Michela said, I think it will do great. The food at the cafe looks delicious. Okay.
I like the little bakery place thing.
I know. Anyway, so that's how you know. I believe Disney is in trouble, but we'll go into more detail later on that. Let's check this out. This is actually the hotel at Epic Universe right now.
That's a lot of rooms.
This is a very straightforward shot of the windows right over there. So shout out to BioReconstruct, who actually took all these pictures. And excuse me for 1 minute. Try not to stare at the screen because I don't want to make you Disney Karen while I do this. Can you read?
Miss Sheila said, if I had the money, I would love to take advantage of those prices. Yeah, now's the time. Mary said, as a baker, I hope I'm not going to be disappointed by Minions Bakery. Yeah, I mean, either. Although if they bring that banana thing, I like it.
Well, the thing is that we all know that Universal and Disney is a hit and miss when it comes to
desserts.
Treats. Either way too sugary or
if they stay away from what they do for the tribute store, I think we're good.
Yeah, well, that's not gonna happen
because the tribute store is always like
right,
too sweet, too like it's Instagrammable, but it's not really edible. Like,
so really quick, this is by BioReconstruct is saying to us about Epic first launch of the dual racing roller coaster in Epic Universe sends trains up and over these hills. That
looks pretty steep though. Like,
yeah, that will be definitely not a family ride.
No.
Just because of this.
That one drop.
Well, exactly. He's also sharing another angle of this picture. Basically, you could see how to train the Dragon roller coaster, the dual racing roller coaster track, which is this one. This is the Dual Dragon. The train. How to train the dragon. This one.
Here's some more coffee.
And then Lockheed Martin signage that might be seen. Forget about that's. I don't know this. Yeah, it's not important. This is the aerial look to facade work at Harry Potter related land. This is the only concrete structure in the land. All other structures are steel frame, and it says unusual. Seems like the support for a distant skyline backdrop, easily overlooked frame for a dome roof peak.
She didn't like it.
And then the only concrete structure in the line, once again for Harry Potter, frame of doom roof peak. And this is how a little bit of a look of the Harry Potter, and what we can see over here. You can see Super Nintendo World a little bit by the distance. And then this is the Dark Universe land. According to him, number 1 is the portal. Number 2 is the village. Number 3 is the manor with tower fronting the featured attraction. Number 4, I can't right over here. I'm sorry. Right over here is the shuttling spinning roller coaster. Number 5 over here, he said these may be retaining walls for a hillside quick service inside hillside. I'm sorry. And number 6 over here is the barbecue restaurant outside the line. So little by little, we're identifying things more and more. Did I miss anything?
Yeah, put it down. Unfortunately, Mary says, unfortunately for cupcakes and for it to be heat stable for Florida, it means high strontium based frosting, which makes it overly sweet too. Yeah, but sometimes even in their tribute store, like there's this much frosting and then like this little bit of cake.
And that's how Disney used to do it. I think one of our last videos, I think it was like the Earth Day and what was it, 25th anniversary. Yeah. If you watch the video until the end, surprisingly, their cupcake was amazing.
It was really good. So it was enough sweet to cake ratio.
We're not even used to that treatment in Disney with cupcakes.
And it looked pretty.
That's how surprising it looks. In this photo, he's also showing us the Dark Universe in Epic Universe. So it says a show building of the attraction, spinning shuttle coaster track, recently added small building next to the feature attraction. That will be number 3 right over here. This building, that's what he's referring to. Building over coaster shuttle, which is this, and the beacon above the Lance portal, that will be number 5. That's what he's looking. So he's going little by little, identifying everything. So shout out once again to Bio Reconstruct. I love this shot over here.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So I mean, if you're driving in International Drive, you actually get to see all this, by the way. So this is amazing. Check out this. So the support foreground will have the highest track of the dual racing roller coaster in Epic Universe. In the background is a section of the right reach just after the first launch as seen on Universal Boulevard. So,
hey, it's still coming along.
Yeah.
I thought it would slow down more.
But I feel like it has slowed down.
It had to have slowed down for other reasons.
Yeah.
But it's still moving a little bit.
Here's a closer look of the window for this hotel, the south of Epic Universal. So, pretty interesting. Also, for more information, I gladly would love to share with you. Follow Orlando Parks Stop. They're the only content creators out there who are doing phenomenal in everything dealing with Epic Universe. And they even look, they'll be also presenting the different permits for Epic. So basically leading us to understand what's happening inside Epic. So they have a whole series of videos. So I highly recommend you to watch Orlando Park Shop. Moving right on. I want to show you this. Shout out to WDW News Today, the Universal section. So they're showing us an aerial look on Super Nintendo World as it gets an escalator entrance. So this is what they're showing us over here. Very unique. We're not used to see these because California is completely different. But you could also see the track for Yoshi.
Yeah.
With Yoshi, basically, you just go around the line, kind of like you do in Japan. So again, they even use Bio Reconstruct. So everybody is like using his aerial shot.
He's the only one getting them.
He's the only one getting them right now. So shout out to him once again. Moving right along. Let's talk about some Horror Nights. So Horror Nights have been a little bit on fire lately, and simply because they've been sending us a couple of messages. So let me switch this a little bit. So this is Halloween Horror Nights Instagram page. So yesterday they went ahead and sent this whole coding thing that Mary spent time at 5 a.m. decoding.
That's how dedicated she is.
Supposedly, everybody was having a rumor that today was the day of the announcement.
Oh, Twitter.
Sorry.
Twitter.
No, because I follow everything that they post. So today we were supposed to make an announcement because a year ago today, that's when they made their first commercial. So everybody's saying, hey, it's going to happen today. I have the feeling it may not happen until Friday simply because they have the panel in Spooky
Spooky
Empire.
Empire.
So I do have the feeling it's not gonna happen until Friday evening. The Spooky Empire or before, because Spooky Empire panel goes on stage at 6 p.m. So who knows? They may release it
and then go to
and
it.
then go on to a panel.
So
and
people
then the
have
panel
stuff to talk about.
will give us a little bit
Right.
of more info. So all of these things, and I know Mary decoded it earlier this morning. I even forgot. So, sorry, I forgot looking at it. Anyways, Mary, if you can type it, that's fine. But anyway, they went ahead. They're being super sneaky by just sending us, little nuggets like this, which is a pain, because everybody, they're
Ready?
go ahead.
And all that says, uncover the truth. The signs are everywhere, hidden in plain sight. Join the quest for the truth if you dare. See you in the fog.
So they just like at this point they know how to hype people up.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. They're doing an amazing job, whether we like it or not. As you can see, with all the details and the videos and these and that, having people with the rumors, having these and having that, so that they're doing. And now what is also interesting is that they went ahead and changed these in their page. And if you guys are used to come to Halloween Horror Nights, you know that we always have a medallion, whether it's Horror Night, the holidays, or Mardi Gras. It's a tradition that we have a medallion. And then in the case of Horror Nights, we have different banners or poster over here. You can see clearly the pumpkin, which is different fire icons, right? You can see the clown over here.
The queen of
the
vines,
she's an original, but I'll go to this in a second. So when we look at over here, shout out to Horror Nightmares who actually went ahead into detail. So here are the characters, the icons. These are past icons from different scare zones. So I guess they were assuming they're the icons.
All right.
So they could be the icons for what's coming up in the haunted houses as original. It could be a scare zone. Nobody knows, but they actually had gone above and beyond to go and do the research as usual. And these are the same people. They create the speculation map. So they went ahead and pair it up with, once again, if you look over here, you're gonna see the different icons. So there you go. Shout out once again to HHN Nightmares who actually did this morning. People identified them last night, but they went ahead as taking from their old picture and putting this collage of picture over here. So that's basically what it is. Again, this is me. I don't have no confirmation. I'm just speculating. And it only makes sense that an announcement has to come. And I'm assuming Friday simply because of the panel is going to be at Spooky Empire. That's just my personal opinion. Doesn't mean that they cannot do it tomorrow either.
Right.
Bottom line, the panel is going to show up. So, hey, they're going to have something
They're going to talk
about.
Something about it.
So, anyway, moving right along. Wait, I don't know what I was doing there.
Horror Nights. Viva la fiesta.
Viva la fiesta. Who was doing that?
Horror Nights Nightmare, and that obviously they're just talking about it.
Yeah. Oh, for Six
But
Flags.
It's funny how Horror Night Nightmares, Six Flags, Viva la fiesta.
Yeah, because they go ahead and promoting all the theme park. So let's talk about the biggest news that happened today. Universal finally went ahead and cleared the air and say, hey, welcome to Illumination Minion Land. And this is such an amazing job. Shout out to their marketing, because when you read everything, it made it feel like we're getting a whole new land.
Right.
Even though this is old, you know what I mean? But I like it, and I'm not complaining about it. So they go ahead and they talk about in regards to VillainCon, and it's saying join Illumination Minions VillainCon and encounter Bell, Bottom, Jean, Claude, and the rest of the Vicious Six as you blast your way to Supervillain Stardom. Is all new fun coming to summer. They continue to say summer 2023. I'm speculating here. Universal has the habit to open things either between Memorial Day weekend and the beginning of June, because it's their anniversary. It's the park's anniversary. They could start maybe a soft opening or a preview during Memorial Day weekend. Again, we're talking about, my guess is, again, speculation. If Disney is anticipating low numbers, remember, Disney is the core of all the theme parks. They know that they're going to have low numbers. So they have to start hyping things up.
Right.
If you notice, and we're in the middle of May, I feel the Universal had lost some ground in terms of an opportunity to hype this thing up. So that allows people to make plans. But I feel, again, Disney is the number one indicator of what's going to happen in Central Florida. Notice that now that they know that Disney saying we're going to have less numbers, now they're like, okay, let's blasting.
Throw everything out.
Once again, so if you, again, I don't want to become political, but once again, if you feel the governor is doing the right thing by attacking the number one business, here's the proof right here. And I'm telling you, that's what's happening. It's hurting everybody. They are announced, once again, that we had Despicable Me, Minion Mayhem, but they're just saying that we're going to have it.
It's funny, they're always busy, so they're just even going to get busier now. Right.
I love this art concept. I'll tell you what, from people that have experienced Minion Cafe in California, this is nothing like California. Doesn't look like
nothing
at all.
It's so much cooler.
At all.
That's how it has
different buildings.
I mean, they have more space.
I love what they've done. We've been saying it, and doesn't mean that they're not gonna do it yet. But Universal, now that they're gonna listen, I don't hold my faith on this one. But if they ever listen to one of our videos or live, we've been saying it. You need a character breakfast or dining. This would be your home hitter right here.
I might be leaving it for the holidays.
I guess so.
Maybe. Hopefully.
They needed to open with a bang, Karen. They needed to say, we're gonna open this like for a QSR during lunch and dinner, whatever, but we're gonna have character breakfast. You need that, and they could do it. And I'm telling you,
they already have the characters.
Exactly, but if you have watched our videos, live stream, we keep saying it. Universal is kicking Disney behind when it comes to entertainment.
Yes,
1,000%. Why are they holding back? Is what I want to know. So outstanding concept art, and it's gonna look beautiful. That gets me excited. So that's the Minion Cafe. It says Mischief is always on the menu as Illumination's Minion Cafe. The Minions are hard at work whipping up a variety of tasty dishes while trying not to bring down the entire restaurant in the process. Again, opening on 2023. Mary says, I love the facade and the concept art and what we can see so far in the park. Miss Sheila said, I can't wait to try that cold brew coffee. Caitlin says,
no, it's a little.
Yeah.
It's
an emoji that I cannot see because of this software. But then they give us a little bit more of illumination. So now we have a different picture. Spoiler alert, and this is gonna be interesting. It does seem like it's gonna be a moving walkway.
You think we're gonna be? Oh, is it like the game?
What game?
You know the little minion game that they're on a thing and they're jumping and moving and stuff like that. Except we're shooting now.
Yeah, but here's the kicker, Karen. Are we supposed to walk in a moving walkway?
Heck
Or are
yeah.
we supposed to do the same thing everybody does, the stance on the moving walkway, which is gonna
We'll find out.
screw things up. And I also want to know how are they gonna
I'm gonna
handle
assume
handicap situations.
I'm gonna assume you're gonna have to stand, and then the moving walkway is gonna move you, because they probably don't want people walking around and tripping over people.
So how are they gonna deal with handicap? Because you're not supposed to put anything on these moving things. That they're
probably gonna just put them there and let the walkway move them.
That will be interesting to see. That will be very interesting to see. Marian says, I hear there will be a banana flavored popcorn. That's something I want to try.
I want to try
it. This gets me very interesting.
That's gonna be interesting though.
Then they also shows the ride that we already have. The restaurant dining over here. I'm sorry, the bakery.
The bakery.
They do have, if I'm not mistaken, they do have the same bakery in Japan.
As not in California.
No, in Japan they do. I'm with Mary. Mary says I want to try it all.
Yeah.
So, let's see what else. Shopping, character meanings. Of course, they're gonna show you the Kids Suite on Portofino that is always sold out. So I don't even know why they're actually saying, "Hey, we have this option.
We have a suite. It's always busy. It's always booked."
If you want to see the suite and more details, I give you a room tour. When I went to all the resorts, I want to say it's a video it came out in October, if I'm not mistaken. Look it up. Just say Universal Hotels, or just type our name, Cool Case Adventure Universal Hotels, and you get to see every single one of Universal Hotels, a tour that I personally take you on and show you different rooms. And I do show you this one. And when I was able to do this room tour, they told us, you guys are lucky. We only have one room, and that's a miracle. They're always sold out. So when we tend to do these tours, we cannot do it. We gotta show you a regular suite, because when the kids' suite are never available. So they even told us that I think it was in October.
Maybe they should make more of those suites.
So this is how Go Bananas, a big deal. So that's it. So I'm gonna switch it real quick to WW News Today, because everybody's crazy about the food. But I can tell you right now, this is nothing. Compared to what they have in California. California is a different menu. I did enjoy California. Some of this I have my reservations, but as content creators, we the day that we go, we're gonna try it all. You know, that's how we're gonna do it.
We're gonna try it all.
Hello, Aiden. How are you?
Bendizo, familia. How are you?
So let's see everything they have. So obviously they give us the concept art. This is an Otto's noodle bowl. And I'm also glad that people started sharing pictures. You can tell them Universal did a media release to certain people that are in their media list, because some of the pictures that I got from people that I know are in the media list. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Because Universal did not release a lot of these pictures. They only released a few. So, while details for these dishes are not being released, it looks like it's like this meal has Eastern inspiration. Serving noodles like meats, grilled corn, and soft-boiled egg.
That doesn't sound appetizing.
This is Agnes honeymoon soup. Now, this does look a little bit similar to what they have in different Hollywood, but they're not using the same bread.
The waffle style.
Right. So it appears to be a split
pea soup
with a grilled cheese sandwich
served
in a waffle. In Hollywood, you have grilled cheese. You also have the meatball grilled.
Why didn't they make tomato soup?
They do have tomato soup. And they do have, the pork grilled cheese too.
Split peas.
I enjoyed that menu much better. But we'll see. Carl's crispy cauliflower. This is a vegan offering. So fried cauliflower aside, a variety of vegetable and blue rice are
nice.
offered in Carl's crispy cauliflower dish. This is a plant-based meal. Then you have Bob Teddy Bear chocolate cream puff.
I'll try that one.
This chocolate cream puff decorated with chocolate disc for ears and what looks like chocolate button eyes.
I got that one.
Right.
That one was pretty good though.
I do want to try this one. This one is the steak and cheese race sandwich. This steak and cheese sandwich will be served with a pepite of sauce and a side of fried vegetable chips.
That's the best one that sounds so far.
This look, and I think Danielle is the one who served it. This look like an Arby's.
Arby's, yeah.
From the kids menu, you have the mini boss mega melt. So it's a grilled cheese served in a waffle alongside a tiny banana and fried minions on the kids menu.
I'll try that one.
So it says the new Elimination Minion Cafe will feature 3 themes area designed after fan favorite minions Kevin, Stuart, Bob, and Otto. First in the kitchen, where guests will see minions equipment and the gear they use to create a tasty creation on the menu. The second theme area is called Break Room. Here guests will be able to dine in the minions hangout space. It includes office safety tips as well as a vending machine full of unusual and mischievous items. The third theme space will be the dining room. Here, cafe visitors will enjoy colorful artwork created by the minions, of course, and an outdoor eating area also will be available with the patio looking out over the fun within Illumination Minion Land. You can tell once again that this was shared to media. You can tell that they copied it and pasted.
Miss Sheila said, I love the teddy bear cookie. Yeah.
Now,
I like it too, Miss Sheila.
I want to say, hold on, let me see if I could pull that through.
Ooh.
No, so what happened is that they did the IHOP basically hidden menu on the concept art. This was the menu that IHOP used last year.
So they're not gonna have it?
No.
What?
I don't know.
They better.
I don't know, but this is the menu that IHOP had last year, last summer for the minion.
Banana milkshake.
So that's where Michela gets that whole
cold brew iced
coffee. That's what made me look into this thing. I don't know if they're gonna have it. I doubt it.
Oh no! Maybe they'll have a breakfast menu and a lunch dinner menu.
We'll see. We'll see, because again, this is in their concept art, in the menu of the concept art. They're not announcing it.
Right.
Maybe
that's the hidden.
The one that I just read is what they announced.
They could have to. They might have to, hopefully.
But I'm not sure that they're going to be able to do this, Karen, because this was done by IHOP last year. It's the same exact menu. They're just paying tribute. I'm assuming.
Yeah, it says it on the top, IHOP.
Right. I'm assuming that
maybe
IHOP asked them for the rights and permission.
They asked IHOP.
So, then they asked IHOP, hey, can we do it? And as long as we keep your logo in there. So that's what I feel it happened. So,
Miss Sheila, no.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Miss Sheila. This was in IHOP last June. I think that's what it was.
Ow.
I try to share information as much as I can between. This is a full-time job. Between Instagram, Facebook, I try to help Mary with a group, and Twitter. That's how. So sometimes I lose track of what I post where, Moving right along, this is basically according to the official announcement.
I'm not excited about the menu. If this is the only thing in the menu, I'm not excited about it.
Well, I'm like Michela. I'm more excited about the one in IHOP.
Yeah.
Than this one.
There's 2 things there that I want to try. That's it.
Because
maybe 3 with the kids menu.
To compare universe,
I'll eat the kids menu, the cookie, and that's in the steak thing, whatever. You're not spelling Hollywood at all. I'll be there for
you. Kyla's watching Friends on like.
Kyla watches Friends on repeat.
Cafe.
Look at that. Chicken bacon ranch mac and cheese. Why would you not bring that over here?
So this is basically what they offer in California, in Hollywood. So you got
rotisserie chicken,
chicken bacon ranch mac and cheese, meatball parmesan grilled cheese with tomato soup, lotus nacho with chicken. They didn't have that when the first time we went. Chicken Caesar salad, pork ramen bowl, pulled pork grilled cheese, which I had, and it was amazing with this banana barbecue sauce. The classic grilled cheese, which is amazing with tomato soup. They did not have the chicken tenders. This, when we went the first time.
Kind of would about that.
Right. So why
do we get a pea soup?
Their menu look a hell lot solid. Now check out the dessert. Again, we're just getting a preview though. It doesn't mean that our menu is complete too.
I hope not.
So they do get.
I mean, that looks very limited for that big of a restaurant.
They have a minion cookie. They have a chocolate cupcake. They have a mini churro bites, yellow minion cotton candy, unicorn cupcake, Nutella banana pudding.
My God, that was delicious.
Which was great. Purple minion cotton candy and cotton candy. That they have for beverages. They have Felonious float,
which was horrible.
Which was blah.
How was it?
So they have regular freestyle Coke machine with the souvenir cup, which they bring different type of souvenir cup. They have regular drinks, collectible minion zipper for $18, and the extra day of refill freestyle is $11. And they have that. So
I hope our menu brings
they
more.
do have a more extensive menu, and I can tell you right now, the restaurant is not even. It's like probably 25% of that Monster Cafe restaurant.
That's what I'm saying. They have to bring more because they're not gonna bring 3 items. That's not. They're gonna have to bring more stuff than that. I'm pretty sure.
So this is what it looks like on the outside. Sure. So
they didn't have the rotisserie chicken either.
No, they didn't have. All this is like. So
and the despicable ramen, that they didn't have that either.
So
when it was very basic. It was like the different grilled cheeses, and that was pretty much it. The nachos didn't have.
They may be changing it. Now we did try the mac and cheese, and they were not good.
No, it was not.
Nope. This is the drink. Love
the sound effects.
I know.
Look at their building.
But look at the building. Yeah. The building is 25% of what ours is. Basically, you cannot even sit inside. They don't have space inside.
There is no sitting inside.
Right. You walk through these doors, and then you walk into a queue line, and it's two lines. So you walk in the middle, and then you split. Kind of like the Monster Cafe.
When
they had it, that you go through the middle, same concept.
Which I'm assuming is going to be the same concept here, because I'm pretty sure they didn't do a lot to that, like to the line.
So
just retheme.
Well, that's what I mean. That you just go through it, and you don't even have indoor seating. So this is 25% of what we have, and their menu look a lot more extensive than our. Again, that was the media release. I don't know if they're going. Hopefully, they come with more stuff, because I wasn't, as you noticed, I wasn't raving. I wasn't as excited.
I just think 3 menu items for that big of a restaurant. It's not. They have to come with more stuff. I think that might just be like their main things, or they might just be releasing little by little. So. Because they need more info,
Pretty much they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 items.
Right. And we have 3?
Yeah, I think so. Let's double check. Announced today 5. There's no way.
I mean 5, but you're talking about a cookie, so that's
Okay,
the third. So
so
4.
right, so only
4,
4 were
right.
announced.
Right.
Is it raining?
Yes.
Really? 4 is weird. Um. Yeah, the steak burger thing is the only thing that looks good to me. Yep, that's what Mary said. Mary said, "Do you think with Mel's Diner right there that they will stay away from chicken fingers and a burger since you can get that at Mel?" Not really. If I were them, I will add it. That way, I relieve the lines in Mel's. Mel's always had a crazy line, and they don't have enough space.
Right.
That's always been Mel's problem. So I hope that they added Universal stays away from adding similar menus for whatever reason.
So they might not add it, but they should bring something. They need. I mean, they only gave you one kids menu item. They're gonna bring more than that. Like,
I hope so. I mean,
like they're not. It's a grilled cheese. They might come up with like chicken tenders or something.
We go back to when you look at this thing.
They didn't even have kids menu.
You know what I mean versus what we have.
But they didn't even have a kids menu.
Who them? They did.
No, they didn't. Because we all ended up buying a big grilled cheese, and then at the end we're like, we could have shared one of the grilled cheeses.
That's true.
Yeah.
Their grilled cheese sandwiches, guys, is amazing. I was not gonna be heartbroken if they would have brought this.
I really wish they would have brought the tomato soup instead of a pea soup.
Yeah.
How many people
was outstanding? The chicken Caesar salad looked like a traditional chicken salad, but it looked pretty good. It looked pretty solid. The grilled cheese sandwich and the pulled pork grilled sandwich. Oh my God, that was delicious.
The Nutella thing, that was the best.
So I was not heartbroken if they would have brought those items here.
I hope they bring the Nutella one to the cupcake place.
The veggie plate actually looks good minus the blue rice.
I think when you start throwing colors into rice and stuff, then it makes it less appetizing.
We're still gonna try it also. Anyway, smash that like button if you guys haven't done so. Sharing a lot of valuable content and we still have a lot to share. Steven, I tell you what, when we do reviews, Steven and Mary need to be with us. Because Steven is not afraid to eat anything or try anything.
I hope not.
So I hear they are going to have the spoiled angry bear meat like they had last year.
I sure hope not. And if they do, Steven, we're not trying it.
I hope not. But you know what? But there's only one man for the job. And that will be, two men.
Two.
That will be Khalil and Steven.
Yes.
They are willing to try anything.
You guys can try that again if you want. I will hard pass on that one.
That's all right. I could always use some time with Aloha Jacks, our good friends. So you know what? When we start doing food reviews for HHN on that opening weekend, feel free to join us. I will gladly use your help again because it's a lot of food too anyway. And Mary's gonna join us again this year, so please join us. Try some food with us, hang out with us, and then I would love to get your opinion on video once again. Your family, you know that.
That was bad. That was
Madeline, what's going on? So anyway, going back to this Universal Studio Hollywood Minion Cafe versus what it was announced today. Yeah, man, I'll let you know. We're gonna be there. We're gonna be there. Well, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we'll be there. We're gonna stay on property too, so we'll hook you up. We'll figure something out with you. And Mary's gonna be there too, so we'll let you know. We'll make plans. I promise.
Meet here. We're gonna eat all night.
Yeah, meet us here. Start to join forces.
Definitely. Day 2 maybe.
All right. The other thing that they announced is that. They did a 22 Minion Marquee Scene character meet and greets and more coming to Illumination Minion Land this summer. So what is interesting in their media release, they said that they're going to have a theater. So in the theater, apparently they're going to do the meets and greets. We don't know where the heck that theater. Steven, do you know where that theater can be?
Is it that evil? Is it this thing?
It
might be the bank. It's probably the bank.
Yeah. Oh, right here. Yes. Okay. The marquee sign, photo opportunities, then on entering the new. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I think it's this, Karen.
But it says photo ready spots will be available for guests to the land, featuring murals and photo opportunities to deliver additional characters from Illumination Films. So there might not be like actual characters.
Oh no, they did announce
meet and greets.
They did announce meet and greets, and they did announce.
Oh well, maybe they'll have some, and then some on the walls.
Yeah, I think.
I have to. I'll be right back. Your daughter can't find something for her project.
I think. Let me see if I find a post. David, how's it going, my friend? They did announce a theater. I don't know if I posted it but they did announce some kind of theater. I'm not crazy. I know my friend Lush, Adrian, was out also commenting about it. There, you see, there is the Illumination Theater. There, which it caught everybody by surprise. We're like, a theater. So, and honestly, I looked at it at the same time that I'm seeing a Adrian post, and I was like blown away. I'm like, that's weird. I'm thinking in the middle somewhere, or even where Donkey meet and greet was. Yeah, but wasn't that meet and greet where Donkey was this thing over here, or you know what I mean? Or it could be. You're right. It could be. It could be that corner. It looked like this bakery was converted. I'm sorry, that corner was converted into this bakery, and the Minions meet and greet. Yeah, you're right. Over here, look at it. There it is. You're right. Steven, I'm going back like in a mental picture right now, if you know what I mean, the old monster. And all that I can remember is when we do a Halloween Horror Night, you know how they had that bar over here. They always had that bar in here. So you're right. And this used to be one of the corners, empty corners from Monster. There was like dead space. So clearly they actually utilized the space. So here you have the old Monster. That's the corner that I was talking about, where they usually had that beer cart or whatever, the bar during Horror Nights. And yes, you're right. Illumination Theater, in fact, is where Donkey used to be. Very interesting. It just got, this caught us by surprise, big time. So it took me a minute just to stare at this picture in order to realize, how the old Monster used to look like. Karen, it is where Donkey and Shrek used to do the meet and greets.
Oh, that makes sense.
You remember?
Yeah.
You remember Monster Cafe, right?
Oh man.
During Horror Nights. What's that?
That's been texting everything you've been saying.
Oh, great. during Monster Cafe during Horror Nights, right?
Yeah.
They usually have a beer cart or a bar in here, like a little stand over here. We normally walk this way, and they normally have it here. So that was like a dead space because Monster ends over here, and then there were like a double door at the end. So I think what they did is they obviously repurposed it, and now it's gonna be a Bake My Day, but that thing is not that big anyways. And then if you see over here, this is where Donkey used to be on the left hand side.
That makes sense.
You remember now?
Yeah. I'm trying to.
You're picturing it.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture it.
I know.
It's on the other side of Monsters.
Yeah.
Like
on the right side of Monster Cafe.
Got it.
Yeah. So
that makes sense.
It does make sense. Yep. On the side of the bakery. where it says Illuminate is that where Donkey Meet and Greet was. Yes, that's what it was. Right over here.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It just caught everybody by surprise. Nobody saw this one coming. So when they release it today, we're like Illumination Theater. What are you doing?
Trying to delete everything that you've been saying.
Oh, it's a lot. Have fun.
Yes, a lot. Apparently, I left my phone on text speak text.
All right.
Your kids are really good.
Banana. What happened with the kids?
Kyla's asking me where Romeo was, and I told her I made two little perler beads of Romeo and Juliet. But I put the coaster on top of Romeo to flatten him out more. And I told Kyla he's under the coaster. So they were looking in the coaster that was on the table instead of the one that was on my desk.
Seriously?
Yeah, I was like on my desk next to Juliet under the coaster. They were.
School needs to end.
Yes, please. Please.
I'm about to cry right here. This has been one of the hardest weeks so far.
And it's still hard.
And we're only in the middle of the week. It is.
Kyla still has 2 projects she's got to turn in, and she's halfway with both of them.
It is just insane. Anyway, Harry Potter fan, here you have it. There's some new merchandise. So
those are cute.
This is a pin for $12. Apologies for the Doberman.
He's calling for attention.
Yep, $12 for them. I like the letters, Michela said.
Yeah, they're nice.
$29 for the
That's
cap.
A nice hat.
Yeah, they're nice.
I'm a Hufflepuff. I need that hat.
Team captain.
That's right.
There's the Ravenclaw. Slytherin. Gryffindor.
That's a nice one too.
That's mine, right?
Yes, that's yours.
I don't even know why. I was like, I always ask the same question.
Every time. That's me, right?
Anyway, so they also had this merchandise that came out, I think it was yesterday.
Hufflepuffs.
Team Hufflepuff. There you go, Steve. This one came out, I think it was yesterday or today. So for $37, you could buy yourself these new t-shirts.
Ravenclaw.
$33 for this youth team.
Who's Slytherin
in our family?
Nobody's.
Nobody.
No. How about in our chat? Anybody is Slytherin? We have all the other houses.
I don't know that I have met anybody. Sheila said she's a Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
I haven't met anybody.
Who's a Slytherin?
Yeah, for whatever reason.
Oh, those are nice.
Yeah,
those are nice keychains. Cool, though. Yeah, I like those.
For $15.
Depending on my mood.
Really, Mary?
She'd either Hufflepuff or a Gryffindor.
Well, we took the test from.
There's a test that will. No, that's nice. I don't know which test we took.
Well, we did it when we went to the WB tour.
Right. And the hat chooses your house.
You guys know that now you cannot record inside the WB? That sucks, though.
I'm assuming probably some actors might have complained.
That sucks. Or director. But,
yeah.
But why? That has been done for years.
That's kind of lame.
I know. I feel like me going to the WB without being able to record doesn't do any justice. Because then they allow you to take pictures in some areas. So it's kind of like you have to talk over the pictures. Oh, this is what we saw, blah, blah, blah. So when almost 2 years ago, when we did that video, anybody who continues to watch that video, or if you because you guys watched it, you guys got to see everything cool, Now it's everything per picture and depending the area. Not us. We were inside the studios, we were inside.
That's probably because they're doing a lot of recordings, probably.
I guess. So I like this keychain.
The keychains are nice.
Universal's Love. This seems very similar to last year's logo.
Same thing.
Yeah. But they're bringing different merch.
Yeah.
This year. But
that might be their traditional.
Shout out to Universal. I mean, this
Love is
been out
love.
for now, like not the magnets, but some of the merchandise now for like 3 weeks. And we talk about it that they help the Pulse Foundation.
That's
So
awesome.
100% of love is Universal Prime merchandise profit.
100% of it.
Yeah, 100%.
That's
amazing.
awesome.
So yeah, Michila, we love those keychains too. If you're not following the news internationally, Universal Japan announced yesterday that they're shutting down Spider-Man.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Now there's a huge rumor. Huge. The Pokemon may be going into this ride.
What? They couldn't wait one more day?
For what?
Go back up. Just one day shy of the attraction's 20th anniversary.
Yeah.
You couldn't wait one more day? Come on now. It was open for 19.
So people saw this, and of course, people started freaking out, thinking that it's happening here too. But no, it's only in Japan. Also, they announced this.
T2.
The Terminator 2 is permanently closed.
That was there forever.
So
I'm assuming they might be getting the born. Maybe.
Nobody knows yet.
Nishida said she got scared that it was the Florida one.
Yeah. So 2 attractions shutting down in Japan. This is what it looks like right now. Let's compare that with the concept art. Hold on. Here I go.
Here I go again.
Does it seem similar?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got the cupcake, you got the yellow. Yeah. The bank.
Right.
That's the bank.
We're in the right track then. Oh, yeah. This is the bank, right?
No.
This
the
thing?
brick wall.
Gotcha.
I think it's the bank.
There you go. Starbucks.
What?
It's moving. It's closing, Karen.
What? Why? I mean, that Starbucks always busy.
Because they got to do a refurbishment. And they're actually moving it to Cafe La Bamba.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that makes sense.
That
whole section is always empty.
Well, they had to then rebuild it. And obviously, I'm assuming it shouldn't take them all the way to Horror Nights. You know what I mean? They have to be done before Horror Night because this is what they do for the VIP groups.
Right.
You know? Which, by the way, this is the part that sometimes it hurts me to hear other and read other content creator. You know, I have seen and heard, and read today alone that I could count a total of 4 people saying that this restaurant has always been closed. And they only reopened it for the Mexican thing that they did. And for the, how they did that during spring break. We never go.
Yeah.
But it was like a Mexican menu.
Mm-hmm.
But reading about it, it kind of cringed me because it was like, ugh, people, if you don't know, don't say it.
Don't say anything.
Don't say. It is called Cafe La Bamba for a reason. It hasn't always been shut down. And again, these are content creators that have thousands of followers, whether it's in social media or in videos. And here I am like, why? To each their own, but if I don't know something, I do the research.
Don't say it.
I don't post about it because I don't know. Cafe La Bamba was not shut down always. Cafe La Bamba
is almost like a seasonal thing.
It was a seasonal restaurant, just like Monster Cafe, and they actually said that the idea was to serve a kind of Hispanic menu, and they little by little move away from it. And eventually did kind of like pulled pork and things like that, while Monster Cafe will have the rotisserie chicken and things like that. When they opened Island of Adventures, then Thunderful Cafe, because I worked there, was the other restaurant that served rotisserie chicken.
Delicious.
Now, if we needed ribs, we needed to get it from Cafe La Bamba because they were the only one that had ribs. So, for any content creator out there, if you're watching our video, please do not say. If you don't know what you're talking about, please do not say it. because Cafe La Bamba has not always been closed. No, somebody even said Cafe La Bamba was named after this section over here because this was a bar. No.
What does that have to do with it?
No. In case you guys didn't know, this was the original coffee and bakery of Universal Studios before they actually did a contract with Cinnamon, and they opened it on City Walk, and they have a contract with Starbucks. That's why it's a Hispanic name. In case you didn't know, it was kind of like a Cuban style, and I loved it. We would have loved it right now because this is the only location you could find the cafecito, which is a shot of espresso. So
with sugar.
I hate with a passion when people open their mouth and don't know what they're talking about. Feel? Just because you grab a camera 3-4 years ago, it doesn't make you a know-it-all. Run down. Okay. Moving right on, people. This is being shut down. What? I think starting on June 8th, if I'm mistaken, right on top of my head, they're gonna be doing June refurbishment. 8th, yes. Was it June 8th?
It's right there. June 8th.
Okay, my bad. No, I'm not reading. I'm looking at the picture.
No, I'm just.
So, Forbidden Journey will be temporarily closed, and they're doing routine maintenance. Why they're doing it on June 8th, don't ask me. That is the stupidest thing
now?
In the world. They ended the show. They ended the show the same day that they shut down Poseidon Fury. That I understand, because it gives you time to prepare for the summer. But why are you shutting down one of your most popular rides and attraction in Universal
Right
Studios
when school finishes?
In the summer. That's why you got the slow season. That should have been shut down now in May.
They should have shut it down now.
The attendance is not there. Shut it down now, but no. So it says starting June 8th. They didn't say, and they didn't say any target or reopening date. Moving right along for Disney, I want to just catch you up on a little bit of what's been happening. Disney had their phone call last week with their shareholder, and they say that Disney is posting the park at $7.78 billion in revenue on the second quarter, which is good. They actually admitted that they made more money than they thought they were going to make, but with that, they're going to come more changes. One thing in a nutshell that they said is that for the third quarter, they're expecting less amount of people coming to the park. Hint, hint. They're also saying that it is happening because they don't have the 50th celebration and other things that is happening in Florida.
Sure.
So, according to Iger and the executive, they're preparing the shareholders to know, listen, we're not going to be making the money that we're expected. And this is happening, and people are not wanting to travel to Florida. And they kind of like hinted that it's because of what's happening with the government, which we've been saying for the longest. Hey, Marquise, how are you? So, oh yeah, Mary, I'm sorry, I missed this one. Mary says she stick with Starbucks and City Walk.
Everybody should stick with City Walk.
Everybody.
The ones in the park are slow.
So, here's the signs, and I said it many times. Can this be also a political stunt? Maybe. Now, if this doesn't go as expected, they have created enough ammunition to give it to whoever to say, if you want to become a president, this is the damage that you've done to your own state. Because of you, this is what you've done. Right. You know what I mean? And they may have done it on purpose, but being very diplomatic about it, they don't say it, but the writing is on the wall. The signs have been there. I've been telling you for the longest, the discount, since they released those discount about a month ago for the summer. We told you the hottest thing right now it happens to be on cruises.
Yeah.
And for Disney to go ahead and do discounts on hotels. That was the first red flag. Then last week, once again, they do the whole dining plan starting on 2024. If they're doing the 2024 dining plan, that means that they're expecting to start a little bit strong. They're hoping to start stronger by bringing something that is it used to be one of the people's favorite things.
I'm surprised they didn't bring it now.
I will expect Universal to follow that as well soon, because once again, if Disney's hurting, they all gonna hurt. So if you think that what the government has created is good, I have bad news for you. It is not good, because what it's doing is hurting the economy of Florida. Also, my guess is the revenge traveling has ended.
Yeah.
All the international people that were in quarantine, they couldn't travel and all that. Then
they've been out.
Now they're out. One thing that Disney said during this call is that they are expecting their theme parks internationally to carry their weight. So they're not counting on Disneyland and or Florida for the rest of the year to bring the money. They're counting internationally. And of course, the reason being is because they've been spending the big bucks internationally, and it does make sense. I don't expect them to spend money on Florida until this whole situation is resolved.
For a lot of money. They're going to spend a little bit of money, but not like a huge amount.
And it got interesting because at one point, I don't know why I did this.
Just in case.
They said Disney continues to forecast lower capital expenditure, pushing theme park projects into the future. They are already saying it. They're saying, you know what? We're not going to spend it now. We're going to push it to the future, because they got to wait and see what's going to happen. With that said, they once again updated their theme park timeline. So this is and it's currently happening for the cruise line, Disneyland Paris, and then Journey of Water inspired by Moana, which is a project that's been happening now for the last 4 or 5 years. That's not gonna bring the attendance. That's Walt Disney. Then you have the Disneyland Resort, then Hong Kong Disneyland, Adventure Treehouse, that's Disneyland, Zootopia, that's Shanghai, Fantasy, that's Tokyo Disney, then Lighthouse Point, which is the new island for Disney, that's Disney Cruise, Disney Treasures, the newest ship in 2024, that's Disney Cruise Line, Tiana Bayou Adventure, that will be Disneyland and Walt Disney, and Disneyland Hotel Royal Transformation and Disneyland Royal Transformation. So there you have it. They're not spending the money in Florida. They're done, you know. Let me see. I think I might have added something else, if I'm not mistaken. We'll go. Shoosh. Yeah, it might have been that I might have forgot about that. So there was something that they said in here, and we're going back to last week when Iger was in that call, and I'm gonna quote him.
You are gonna quote?
Yeah, I don't remember what he said.
See?
This is what Iger said. Basically says to DeSantis, it's not about special privilege. Does the state want us to invest more or not?
Right.
That's basically what he said. I love how he did it, because a question was asked by a reporter. I want to say it was, anyways, one of the banks, one of the financial banks.
Yeah.
And this is why he said, also, this is not about special privileges or a level playing field or Disney in any way using leverage around the state of Florida. But since there has been a lot said about special district and the arrangement that we have, I want to set the record straight on that too. There are about 2,000 special districts in Florida. Most are established to foster investor development. We were one of them. We were one of them. They basically made it easier for us and others by law to do
By the
way, to do business in Florida, and we built the business that employs, as we said before, over 75,000 people and attracts tens of millions of people to the state. So while it is easy to say that the Reedy Creek Special District that was established for us over 50 years ago benefited us, it is misleading to not also consider how much Disney benefited the state of Florida. So he also went and said, which I have mentioned before, I mentioned 2,000 special district, the Daytona Speedway. I did mention that a few weeks ago. It has one, the Villages, which is a permanent retirement community. I did mention that a few weeks ago. And there are countless others. So the goal here is, if the goal is leveling the playing field in the uniform application of the law or government oversight of special district needs to occur or be applied to all districts.
Special districts. So all 2,000 should be doing the same.
That's what Iger said in that phone call to the reporters. And I told you, he's 100% right. Just like I told you, and I told Karen that during that call, just like I had complained about a lot of the bad decisions that Iger has done, Iger is very smart. He knows when to say things. He knows his
how to say it.
How to say it. He also knows his facts. He's not pulling it from his butt like our governor does. You know, he doesn't generalize. He basically tells you numbers. He tells you exactly what's happening. Blah 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 blah. This is a part that I said earlier. This is how we close it. And as I mentioned, our shareholder call, we have a huge opportunity to continue to invest in Florida. I noted that our plans are to invest $17 billion over the next 10 years, which is what the state should want us to do. We operate responsibly. We pay our fair share of taxes. We employ thousands of people. And by the way, we pay them above the minimum wage. In case you didn't know, minimum wage in Florida is $15. Recently, it got to $15 an hour. Now Disney, you guys been following the whole thing. Now it's $17, $18, whatever. So they're paying them above. Disney and all the theme park has, for the most part, always pay people above what the state actually pay. Substantially. I got lost. About the minimum wage dictated by the state of Florida. We also provide them with a great benefits and free education. So I'm gonna finish what is obviously kind of a long answer by asking one question. Does the state want us to invest more, employ more people, and pay more taxes or not?
It's plain and simple.
I heard that because we were listening live, and I told Karen, I felt like Iger grabbed the microphone and did this, and then virtually kind of took the governor's face and did that. Wow. So in other words, once again, you need from us. Do you need us to contribute more because your state depends on us?
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't be saying that we're
a tourism state.
Right.
You can't go against our tourism.
Don't be saying that we've been taking advantage of you when in reality we've been giving you what you need. Sounds familiar, right, Mary? When people accuse me of me taking advantage of somebody, but it's been totally the opposite, right? You know?
It follows in the state, apparently.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. Apparently
it's a state thing.
Apparently it's a governor mentality that person, the group has acquired as well. But basically, no, in other words, at this point, Disney doesn't depend on the state. The state depends on Disney. Yeah. Our economy depends on Disney. The other theme parks depend on Disney. And I hate to say, for anybody who is a Disney hater, the world depends on Disney, because I told Karen when in March of 2020, The minute that Disney announced that they were shutting down,
The world.
I told Karen, watch it, the world is gonna shut down. And we were in the park when that happened. I said, watch it. They made the announcement. The world is shutting down. It felt like somebody in the White House made a phone call to Disney and begged them, can you shut down? That way everybody follow. And then not only that, Disney Cruise Line was the first one that said, we're canceling our sailing onto further notice. And then you heard from the theme park aspect, then you heard from Universal, then you heard from Zero. In the cruise line aspect, then you heard from Carnival, then you heard from Royal. It felt like the world needed Disney to make the decision that nobody would dare to make because the economy needed Disney. So whether we like it or not, as much as Disney lately has been getting on my nerves, and I love Universal so much. The truth of the fact is Disney rules over anything that this guy over here has to say. And it's proven that he's retaliating against what they said for whatever opinion they had. Whether you agree with a don't say gay act or no, whatever they want to say, because that's the other fact, a funny aspect. So if you listen to our governor, he will tell you, no, we never say that or name that don't say act. The name of the bill is blah 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 blah. But when you read about it, you're basically saying you cannot say that you're gay. That's basically what you're saying. So whichever are your belief and it's well respected, it is okay. But bottom line, everybody has the right to express what they feel.
Right.
And you shouldn't be penalized for any reason.
For your thoughts.
For your thought. And in this case, Iger is correct. If you're gonna penalize Disney, then you have 1,999 others to penalize as well. So moving right along, the Cinderella Coach Popcorn Bucket came out last week, and pretty much this is a redo. Yeah, this was done with the original colors. I want to say about 2 years ago.
Yeah, same thing.
For $28, you're gonna be able to find it, but this is in celebration of the 100 year. I still like the ones that we got from Disneyland a lot better. So, but if you are a fan of Cinderella, why not? I mean, it's still a beautiful popcorn bucket.
Looks small,
but I mean, not for me to get out of the way and get it.
We don't need any more popcorn buckets.
Right.
We don't.
So here's the first look at first
ever Frozen theme roller coaster.
Roller coaster coming to Hong Kong Disneyland.
I got you.
So it's supposed to open this year. This was we actually got to see part of this on D23, so it was pretty cool. Hong Kong is the place to go.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody used to make plans, including ourselves, to travel to Hong Kong and Disneyland Paris. That's where the action is going to be,
right?
For Disney, rather than just focusing on Orlando, because
it's not going to be in the United States.
They're building a lot of cool stuff. So here's the first look of what's happening in there. Cool. And then we told you about it during our live stream. We tried our best last Sunday to go, but we just had too much going on. When we did the live stream, I think Karen walked you in front of these gates over here. Mm-hmm. So pretty much these gates are not open for the first time. Well, not the first time, because these gates have been open, but this area now is open for meet and greet.
Finally.
After 4 years. So
she opened it?
Yeah, whoever went on Sunday morning was greeted by Edna, who actually was there when the gates opened, and she basically, look at this.
Oh, that's awesome! Yeah.
Whoever parents of this kid, they got a golden shot right there. But this area has not been open for now almost 4 years, and I want to say it was 4 or 5 months that this area was a meet and greet for Pixar. Before the pandemic. Then pandemic happened, and after that, this is the first time they're opening. So here you're able to meet Frozen, Sully's also somewhere in there. Mr. and Mrs. Incredible
Honey,
as well.
where's my
So you see they use these walls.
That used to be the entrance to
for Toy Story Mania. The gates in the other side looks like this.
New. That's new.
So that that's pretty.
That used to be my gate to go in and out of work.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You used to enter that way?
Mm-hmm.
But your office was in the other side.
Correct.
Damn.
So we either walk to the front of the park or we go through that side. And if you went through that side, you had less guest contact.
Right.
Well, so you can get there quicker.
Now you don't.
Now you don't.
So
well, I mean, if you make it there before 9 when they open.
So yeah, that thing is open 9, and that's another thing. I was talking to one of the kids. It's open from 9 to 5, which it doesn't make sense. You extended, who was it? The Star Wars one onto 7, but now everybody else is onto 5, which is again doesn't make sense. Whatever.
Makes a little sense.
I guess.
Outside of
Etna mode experience. So this is what you get to see in the queue line. Before you meet Etna,
darling,
then you get to see Mr. and Mrs. Incredible, Frozen, and Sully. Sully used to be inside.
Everything is incredible and Sully. Right. They could have come up with somebody else in there.
Mary said, "Oh man, I need the stand for Pina Colada again." Yeah, they still have it. The Pina Colada was good.
Good.
World of Frozen opening on November 2023. There's the same roller coaster we just spoke about.
Your slides are out of
Hong Kong Disneyland one. Sorry, I've been busy.
They're not in.
So November this year, that's when they're supposed to open. I cannot wait to see that.
So we gotta go next year.
The Perfect Picnic Basket popcorn bucket. Debuted here in Disney Hollywood Studios. Originally, this was only available in Disneyland, but they brought it as a popcorn bucket. In Disneyland, they have this as a picnic bucket. So when you get it from the restaurant, you actually get food. Yeah. So
both concepts are cute.
It's very cute. And this is what we talked about earlier about the summer ticket announcement. We already touched base on that. If you like the Pride collection or you follow Pride collection, they're hot.
Yeah, I like it.
They're hot. I'm digging.
That's a cool.
I am digging this thing.
The white hoodie with the Mickey. That's really cool.
I am also digging.
Yeah,
the Spirit jersey. Star Wars also came out with their stuff. We're gonna go soon and do a whole video because it is arriving little by little.
Yeah.
But as you guys know, we love merchandise, so we're gonna give you. Here's the marble.
I love that shirt.
We're gonna give you everything new for the Pride collection.
Even for the doggos.
I'm sure we're gonna get some hate as usual.
Yeah.
Ask me if I care.
Well, we got a lot of hate last year when we posted Pride.
I salute the hate. It's all good.
And then Kyla got heated.
In the name of love, I took a shot of coffee.
I was gonna say it's not spiked.
So bring the hate. It's okay. We're still gonna love everybody no matter what. And most importantly, I love that. Not that it's more importantly than loving everybody.
Importantly than loving everybody.
Love the merchant.
I love the merch.
It's very colorful. I wouldn't mind wearing it.
Now imagine wearing that Spirit jersey with those shorts.
No. You might as well. You gotta stand up in front of a white wall or something like that.
They should make Crocs just like that too, and then you can have the entire outfit.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
Mary said it's cute. I like the railway vibes.
Popcorn bucket.
So I'm digging this. This is not everything they came out.
No.
They got a bunch of more clothes. I think they have more this year than last year. So definitely we're gonna go sometime this weekend and record about it and show you guys what we find. Tokyo Disneyland officially breaks ground on a $400+ million of renovation of Space Mountain. This is how the Space Mountain is gonna look.
That looks super cool.
Right?
What is he doing? Breaking ground. Breaking ground.
That's cool, right? This became interesting. So Disney Plus data and intellectual property will drive the future of theme park investment. That's what came out today. So at today SVB whatever technology, media and telecom conference, Disney CFO Christine McCarthy spoke briefly about the future of theme park investment. McCarthy largely echoed speaking points that we've heard from former Disney CEO Bob Chapek and current CEO Bob Iger.
Wasn't she in the call?
Intellectual property IP is the future of the theme park. And for if you didn't know, Iger also talk about AI. Somebody asked them about the artificial intelligence, and if you haven't watched our video Universal, we highly recommend it. Spoiler alert: we have another one coming, which is gonna be super fun that we put together. Bob Iger admits that AI is the future, and they are currently looking at it. They're having work with it because it's a lot of work behind the scenes that they have to do. But he admitted it is the future. So if Disney's looking at it, that means all
the world should look at it.
The AI is basically the biggest thing right now. They're expecting a lot of AI blowing up in the next 6 months to a year.
I'm surprised it's taking this long.
Right?
Yeah.
Technically, I mean, I would love to know from an expert what is defined as an AI. Because, for example, our phone, I feel like, I don't want to say her name, but I feel like our phone had AI. You know what I mean?
Right.
When you ask her a question.
Right.
The same with the Google Assistant. The same with
all that stuff.
Amazon.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We've had it. It's just that
I don't know what they mean that this is all new. When I feel we had it. But now they're making it into robots.
Right.
So yeah,
that's where I think different. That's where there's a difference between your phone doing it and then having a robot.
Yeah, Michelle.
They're all robots.
Michelle say AI creeps me out, but once again, Michelle, the thing is that we had it. You know, we had the assistant.
Right.
We had the artificial assistant because you could ask.
What's her name?
Whatever question. You could say, "Hey Google," and ask them whatever question. You just whatever Amazon. I don't want to say it because then it's gonna pick up in the other side, or if you have it, it's gonna pick up in your house. We had it.
Oh, that should be fun. We should say it. See how many answer.
Once you know, all you have to do is ask question. It gives you the answer. It does research for you. It places order for you. So all that they're doing is they're converting that into putting it into a robot. But we had it now for so many years. So that but it's just now you have applications that do it for you. So imagine that they grab something like what we have on our phone, and now they have it in an application. So rather you using your phone, then I'll be able to talk to the computer, which I can because it's an Apple computer. That's basically different. So I should be able to tell it what to do or ask a question no matter what, and it does it. Now there are companies developing robots, and that's what makes it scary.
Right, I think that's the part that makes it scary for everybody.
Now they have AI robots assisting the police in New York. Yeah, I mean, I saw it coming. But Walmart has had robots doing inventory now for 4 years, and we've seen them.
The ones that clean.
Right, where they pass the aisle and they stop, and it's Aventura has a robot.
Yeah,
that you talk to it and it gives you information. So it's been around for a while, but even on Walmart, that thing walks by you and it knows that you're there, and then backs off and continues to move. And then it stops where the product is and it scans and does inventory.
And there's one that cleans too.
Yeah. So it had happened. So it's just getting smaller and smaller. However, if you notice in our video, we use 2 AI apps to try them out, and completely different answers. We still know more than they did.
All right. I mean,
so,
bottom line, they're still a computer. Right. You know what I mean? For now, like they're still a computer.
And it tells you that they're using our knowledge,
right,
based on our data, or surveys done in order to give us the information. So
they have to say, I don't know because I'm an AI, yeah. But so, based on.
So they still gotta use us in order to provide.
They gotta use us.
And we have a second video coming out this time, and it's gonna prove to you that they have the idea, but they're not there yet because we ended up knowing more than they did. You know,
I think you will always need that human touch.
And not only that, they gave us inaccurate information. Right. They gave us things that are no longer in the park,
right?
Which I found very interesting. So whoever's keeping up with that data behind the scenes is not doing such a good job either. So, but what is really crazy about this? Let me see if I have another slide. It was this. Not that. I got so many things.
Why don't you close on zero?
Because I'm trying to find Scott. I had Scott open at one point and then I changed it. Scott. That's okay.
Scott
Gusting. Well, I had it in mind because I forwarded. So check this out. So if they're gonna go by what Disney Plus is saying, that means that according to this, Moana is the most popular movie still, then Encanto, then Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Turning Red, you know, still up there, right? And then what people are saying, and I think because the VP made that example, is the fact, check this out, of this, the Bluey is the #1 cartoon or the most streamed of all the cartoons or family shows. So if they are going to use this data, and that's what people are saying, are they going to build something Bluey in the future? And I don't know what, this is the other thing. For me, this is my opinion, Disney's always behind the eight ball.
Yeah.
So like a movie become popular, like for example, Encanto has been so popular since it came out. And by the way, I think it's going for 3 years now.
Oh, look at Moana.
Right.
They're just now getting a waterfall.
Right. The minute that the movie got out and it was so popular, that's the minute that I would have just get with VPs and I said, all right, what are we building? We gotta take advantage of this. I don't have 5 years down the road. We gotta do it now while it's hot. You know what I mean? That's my personal belief. But I always think that Disney does everything behind the able for whatever reason. But now people are saying, based on this, do they do something with Bluey? As a matter of fact,
Blue is very popular. Like obviously, Blue is very popular with kids nowadays, little ones.
Mando from Five Fire, he posted a question, and that was a good question. He goes like, they were to do something with Bluey, what theme park would they build something first? I went ahead and I said Hollywood Studios.
I was gonna say Hollywood Studios
because that whole Little Mermaid section with the Disney Junior that needs to go.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. They right now they should retheme it. The Little Mermaid is about to come out.
They lost the opportunity because that ride should be opening as the movie's coming out.
Right.
So, but the other section of Disney Junior should have been converted into Bluey.
I think
taking advantage of that.
I think that section should like that section with the characters, at least the meet and greet, that should continue to get updated. So if Blue is very popular right now, get rid of the other ones that are not as popular, and then start putting them in.
They did that crap with Cars.
I still haven't gone to that section of the park.
Which is them showing you a show or something like that. That could have been converted into Bluey.
They need like
Cars is not even popular.
They need a stunt car thing back there.
Right. So
Miss Sheila said it gives me iRobot vibes. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Miss Sheila.
So it's kind of interesting that they're hinting that they're gonna use this data in order to.
Well, they need to move fast. They need to move faster with that data. Because again, Moana, we're just now getting what, a waterfall. Like,
well, we talking about Halloween. Basically, it just came out. That's some scary faces over there, Ken.
Okay. Well.
These just came out a few hours ago. Basically, it said that there's no new rules or regulations planned for the next Central Florida Tourism Oversight District meeting. So I'm assuming that they're going to continue to move forward. The attorneys might say, hey, listen, stop changing, stop implementing until we could get all this straight.
Right.
So for now, just focus on whatever you have and don't bring no new plans, no new changes.
Right. Stop.
Just stop. Let us.
You're not letting us do our job.
Let us do our work, because every time that you open your mouth, you're making it worse for us. I'm assuming that could have happened, or like being DeSantis minions are waiting for orders from DeSantis or what else to do, since the DeSantis been busy, I guess, doing something in Iowa the other day. DeSantis. He was in Japan or Hong Kong the other day. You know, here he is. He hasn't announced that he's running for presidency.
Oh, he's already.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah. He's on. You know.
I'm gonna stir the pot and then I'm gonna leave.
Right. I don't fix what's happening in Florida, which is a lot, but I want to just go and run for the country. Well, that's okay, even though he hasn't announced it. So
I like how they're all looking at one space except the guy.
This dude?
This guy. Yeah, what is he looking at?
I don't know.
He fell asleep with his
So maybe I'm guessing they're probably either waiting for more, or who knows,
I think probably
attorneys might say, stop. We can't anymore.
I'm gonna assume it's gonna be both. So, I think attorneys told them to stop, and then they gotta wait to see. They've ruffled enough feathers. They gotta let them
They gotta let the water cool down.
Yeah.
And I feel that every time that they open their mouth,
they get in trouble.
They're making it worse
for the lawyers. Yeah.
For the lawyers
to be able to prove what they want to get proved.
Exactly. Which,
if you want to win, you gotta stop talking.
Which I think they could win more ground, or make it easier on the attorneys if they could keep DeSantis quiet.
Right. Maybe that's why he's not here.
Every time that he opens his mouth, all that he does is proving that he's retaliating.
Maybe they're like, go somewhere else for now.
Right. So anyway,
Mary said, gotta let the dust settle. Yeah, I think they need to
I don't know that dust is gonna settle, because Disney. I didn't put it over here, but Disney yesterday went ahead and asked the court to basically drop what DeSantis did with the bill.
We'll see.
They already put a motion in that, because they sued him for that. So why are you signing a bill? You know what I mean?
If you're being sued for it.
If you're being sued for it. So they already put a motion for that. So this is gonna be for years. I mean, and I keep saying it. The only way, not me only, but a lot of attorneys, they're saying that eventually a judge has to do what is best for the state, and in this case it's federal. And in this case, a lot of attorneys are saying that Disney has a solid case, and rather than saying you're right and you're wrong, he's gonna force both Iger and DeSantis to sit down and come up with some agreement.
They're gonna be called to the principal's office so they can work on their issues.
That's exactly what I think is gonna happen. Which Iger has said it before. I'm willing to sit down. I'm just let me know when, and I'll be there. DeSantis is the one who doesn't want to.
Right.
You know, and according to him, he doesn't have a political agenda, but yeah, he doesn't want to. I feel a judge is gonna come and say, dude, you just screwed up. I'll be honest with you. You just screwed up.
Fix it.
The only way you're gonna be able to fix this is that if you two sit down and come up with a mutual agreement. Does Disney needs the rights of creating any nuclear plant? No. I even think no, right? So if you're able to start scratching things off like that with Iger, and you want people in your board, how about if you have 4 people, how about you put 2 and Disney put 2?
Right.
You know, that way it's completely fair. You know, I could see a judge doing that.
A judge is gonna have to go in and balance everything out.
Right, because unfortunately, this is what I feel, and a lot of attorneys are saying the same thing. And I'm not an attorney, but is gotten it. If you look it up on YouTube, you are able to find civil rights attorney or political attorneys. They are getting into this case now, right? They are saying that Disney has a very solid case. By just quoting everything that he has said alone, it has proven that he's retaliating. So they're saying that a judge is gonna be in the middle and they're gonna put him to talk. If not, the judge is gonna say, dude, if I get in between and I make the decision, you're gonna lose. And I hate to embarrass you, you know, for your future political career. You know what I mean?
Right.
And DeSantis is an attorney too. So imagine the kind of embarrassment that he's also could have, potentially could have. I'm not, you know, who knows? It may not, nothing may not happen, you know what I mean? But a judge probably is going to talk to him and the attorney and say, this is what it needs to happen. Because right now, no. It won't settle, but I mean, they do not do anything, not bringing new rules, etc. Is their version of letting those settle. Yeah, or the attorney saying, shut the hell up.
Well, I think that's what she's saying.
Yeah, that's my that when I saw that earlier, that's exactly what it just. I'm like, yep, I could see an attorney. I could see an attorney because they have an attorney and DeSantis has an attorney.
I'm sure he does.
So their attorney might have said, listen, no, we're not going to do what the governor is doing. You guys open your mouth and screwed it up. You're not the governor.
Right.
So here's what we're going to do from this point. If you don't want to make it worse, this is what we're going to do. That way, you look like you were dragged into the situation. You don't look like you're making it worse.
Right.
Because remember, or for people that don't know, when there's a lawsuit, if you notice, Disney put everybody. So then it's up to the judge to decide who is going to be part of that lawsuit. So, I mean, Disney could have thrown even the housekeepers if they wouldn't want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that they're at fault, but then once it makes it to the judge starts seeing what participation they have, and then the judge is going to say, nope, you don't belong here, you don't belong here. You know what I mean? So my guess is their attorney said, listen, you were selected to do this job. You did not create this mess. But by you repeating what DeSantis is saying, while you giving your personal opinion, you're making it worse. So the quieter you become, the better.
Right.
You're actually becoming exempt from this lawsuit. You're just a victim. You're just a character who was dragged into the situation. I can guarantee you that later on is going to come out.
Right.
Michila said it is so ridiculous. He's like a 5-year-old having a tantrum. Yeah, that's what it is. That's pretty much what it is. And you can see it. You know what's crazy is that they know that they're working with him for his presidential campaign. And you gotta believe half all the things that you hear on the news. But supposedly one of the criticism, and it's true, I believe it. He has been losing a lot of ground.
I'm sure.
With the Republican Party and the voters, right? And people can connect with him because the problem is that they cannot read his personality. He's coming across like a child,
well, he's doing too many different things at the same time. You're going against Disney. You're putting laws that shouldn't be like. And no, you're hurting. He's hurting Florida in any direction that he wants to. So even if you're not a Disney follower or a Disney lover, you're hurting this other section.
Right.
You're hurting too many aspects of Florida.
They're saying that there's somebody even working with his facial expressions now too. because every time that they asking something, his facial expression is like
the first to answer,
overblown. Like
right.
They even start calling him a bobblehead now, because like, and then they even got him laughing with other people, and you could tell he's like forcing the laugh, or he's being fake. So exactly, so they're saying that they're working with him, and I could see that. When you have I'm assuming when you have a campaign manager,
right, they're gonna tell you what to do,
and a publicist, they're gonna tell you how to act, how to speak, how to do this, how to do that. If you want to connect with an audience, that's what they're gonna do. So he has lost so much ground because of his facial expression and all that. So they're working with him on that situation. I don't know. I think they gotta just tell him shut up.
We'll find out.
Here's what you're gonna say from this point forward, DeSantis.
Do not add.
No, every time that they ask you about Disney, you say, "I still stand by what we did, but don't worry about it. Our attorneys is working with that," and leave it like that.
Right.
Our attorneys are working with that, or they will be working with the judge, or whatever word pretty you could put together that involve attorney and make you shut up, rather than I'm going to pay Disney. I'm going to make Disney pay the consequences. They're the one didn't. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I just want to mention that because it's ironic that this is happening on May 24, and now they're telling them to, that's what we're speculating here. And I'm for sure we're all smart enough to know that that's exactly what's happening behind the scenes. we're not dumb. We know.
We can read it.
We yeah. And if I were them, listen, I don't want to be in that mess. Let's say I don't care about Disney or Universal. No, that's why my personal belief, and I feel like a company should pay consequences. The minute they mention a lawsuit, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'll be asking my attorney, tell me the do's and don'ts.
Yeah. Clear me of this.
We cannot do this. Okay. You know what? Can I say that our attorney is looking into it? Yeah. Or tell me the notes that I could say. That's what I will do.
Right.
I will not. I'm sorry. As much as I'm a friend of somebody, I am not going to be thrown under the bus because of that person. I'm not going down. I got a family to protect. I got a career. I got a reputation. I'm here to do a job. They asked me to be a board member on blah, blah, blah. That's what I'm going to do. And that's what I'm going to tell the people. Hey, listen, I was chosen. I'm honored to be part of this board. I promise you from on my behalf, we're going to do what is best for the Florida residents and what is fair for the Disney park. That's my involvement. Whatever's happening with the government and the company, that's between them.
Right.
Until while I'm here. I feel that if had they managed it that way, that would have been like, oh, right. These people are not as bad. You know what I mean? But because they were there threatening.
Well, they're the puppets.
And blaming the company and telling Celebrations residents that it's not their fault. It's Disney's fault. That's what you're going to pay more because it's Disney's fault. So that's why it happened. All right, Miss Sheila, say gotta go, guys. We gotta go too. We gotta go too. We love you as well. We gotta go because we gotta finish two projects, and it's already 9:49. Thank you all for listening. I hope we were able to help you with all this wonderful news. A lot to talk about as usual. We're gonna do our best to return on Monday, our normal time. Sure, yeah. Friday, we're gonna do our best to have a live stream from Magic Kingdom. Maybe. That's the goal. And I gotta have another video ready for Friday and another one for Sunday. Some more videos to come. I'm excited to show you what's coming up. If you happen to be brand new here, please become part of this family by subscribing and hitting the like button. Also, it's free. So it's free to subscribe, free to hit like. Share our name with other people so that we continue to grow this family little by little, and we continue to share the magic with y'all and my rants with y'all. and the craziness of the family with you. But anyway, guys, we love you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Have a good night.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.